Hello watchers, and welcome to this Scrawler unboxing video for June. Let's get straight into this. Ooh. Now this came super duper quick, so there's not been time for any spoilers or anything, so I literally have no idea what's in this. So I'm guessing it's watercolors. I do like this illustration. That's nice. Yes, it's definitely, it has to be watercolors. We've got a studio pad, watercolor. So first up, we've got a watercolor studio pad, 10 sheets, 220 GSM, cold pressed, made from a mix of cotton and lignin-free cellulose. Ooh, and it's quite a yellow, as you can see. That's white, and that's just like more cream, not yellow. Yeah, it shows it a bit better on the side camera. But that's okay. It is quite thin though. 200 GSM. I think. Just hopefully show you guys and give you a better understanding. This is a cold press finish. This is 300 GSM. Can you hear the noise? It's a much thicker thing. So I've never actually seen watercolor paper this thin, so this is going to be interesting to see how that works. It says it's suitable for a variety of media, including watercolor, gouache, acrylic, ink, alcohol, and pencil. So yeah, I'm intrigued by the thinness of that, so we'll see how well. Let's see what the media is. Ooh. And it's watercolor pencils and something else. Okay. First. Right, so we've got a Derwent watercolor pencil in Ivy Black 67. Then we've got another one in terracotta. And then we've got another one in Parisian blue. Then we've got a paintbrush, which is a Sea White number 8. Sea Whites are usually a bog standard student grade sort of stuff. So that's quite a thick brush. Yeah. And we've got a Sweetie, which is an orange frutalines. Never heard of those before. Then we've got a cute sticker, which is of the print as well. I do love these colours together. That's very nice. Then we've got our menu, but let's see what's in here. Oh, never seen anything like this before. Okay, so these are Jackman's Art Materials Mint Green Shimmer. Then this one's a Pearlescent Pink Shimmer. And then they've got Pearlescent Silver Shimmer as well. So these are metallic-y. I'm guessing they're watercolors. Let's see what the menu says. Okay. Jackman's Pearlescent Watercolor Pot. These magical sparkling pearlescent watercolor pots have all the same high quality characteristics of professional grade watercolors, with the additional of pearlescent particles. Once dry, these particles reflect the light and makes your pigments sparkle, perfect for creating shimmery effects in your artwork. They are light fast paints with a rich and vibrant pigment and can be activated with water and used in exactly the same way as any other watercolor supply. They're also compatible to be mixed and combined with other water-based paints and pencils to create personalized color variations. Interesting. Now this is interesting. The Scrawler Challenge is Ethereal entity. Now the Archer and Olive box, June subscription box, was Ethereal desert. So mystical beings that are not made of ordinary matter is the challenge, Scrawler Challenge. So, what are we going to do? First of all, I need to go get some water and have some play with this. Let's get rid of all the packaging. No, but let's just have a quick flip through of the zine. I always forget to do it on camera anyway. Yep, so it just gives us an overhaul of what the materials are in the box. The artist, which is Tessa Harris, it's because I didn't flip over. So I'll just flip over now so you can see all of her socials if you want to go and check her out. If you like what she does, little interview with her, and some tips on the different mediums, and then Scrawler Gallery for April. Nice, nice, nice. I've forgotten what the challenge was for that. I'm guessing Birds of a Feather, that was it. Then Imagination Running Wild, some just extra tidbits, and new products coming soon apparently. Well, this is definitely a new product. I've never seen this anywhere before, so it's all shiny and new to me, which I'm happy about. That's why I love art subscription boxes. There's a chance to try something new that you wouldn't normally do. Yeah, so let's have a quick play with these. And as if by magic, ta-da, we have water. So let's swatch these out. So let's do the pencils first. We'll do a nice big bit. I've never actually used Derwent's watercolour pencils before, so this will be interesting to see how they work. I do love Derwent ink tents, but obviously they're ink, so they're permanent once they're dry. Let's see how these guys fare. Ooh, they melt quite well. Yeah, they melt really well. You don't see much of the line of the pencil on the black one anyway. Sometimes the colours, the pigments of others can affect that. So it all depends on the colour. I don't know why, but I really like that colour. It's ivory black, but it's got like a blue, almost like a deep sea sort of colour to it. So it's not like jet black. The terracotta is not as red as some terracottas. But again, it's melting quite well, the terracotta. The blue, I don't know what it is with blues, but you can't always really get rid of the pencil marks for blues. I think it's because of the pigment that's in there. Because blue, I think, is the hardest sort of pigment to A, get a hold of, and B, utilise. But they are interesting colours. Oh. So these are actually quite goopy. Let's just pick some off. That's probably way too much, probably. So these, to me, feel more like traditional gouache, really, as opposed to... That's really nice pink, though. Really hot pink. But yeah, they feel more like a gouache as opposed to or a gouache, as opposed to watercolor. But isn't this supposed to be pearlescent? Actually, it does in the pot. I don't know if you can see it. It does, well, on camera it just looks like it's wet, which it is. But guys, be careful opening these up because la la la. I'm already covered in this stuff. Let's do the silver, because pink and silver always looks nice. Oh, this one's very runny. So yeah, you can see the shimmer on the grey straight away. Yeah, that's nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that one's not the easiest one to open. Let's close the silver. I'll just put a bit on my brush. This is a nice green though. Strange mix of colours, I think. Yeah. Let's see what happens. I mean, I was trying to think how to mix these without a palette. You get a blue colour on there. Alright, just thought I lost my cameras there. So this one gives us, yeah, more of a mermaid colour as well. Again, a bluey colour. I think I'm going to do a colour chart and see how all of these mix together. But with the colour pencils, I'm going to have to use a palette. So yeah. But already with the paper, if you can see on the top down and at the side, it's really bowing already. So yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do a colour chart and see how all these mix. By the way, the green's not very, the silver, as you can tell, is super duper shimmery. But the green is not really shimmery at all. The pink is still wet, so we'll give that a minute or two. I'm just going to get a ruler and a pencil and draw a quick colour chart on the next sheet. Okay, I've got a few more colours there, well, or tonal ranges of colours. I really like these two, really like them. Interesting, but yeah, it definitely does say that the pink and the blue mint is supposed to be shimmery, but I mean, this is now dried. I mean, there's a tiny bit of shimmer on the pink, but on the green, definitely not. but the silver for sure. For sure. So before I get started on the drawing, I just want to show you something that I do with the pencils that might help some of you if you've never used watercolor pencils before. I've already done it with the ivory black, but you basically just take a scalpel or even the sharp edge of a scissor and just chip away at the color. And then I just use a pipette to add 1 drop of colour, water, 2 drops, sorry. And hopefully it'll melt. And yeah, I just wanted to prep those before I move on. My little studio pad has fallen apart. I've drawn this box with the ivory black pencil, so it will slightly reactivate with the water. But I don't want to do something, I'm going to go quite loose with all the colours and things, hopefully. And then go in with some detail with the pencils again. I have tried stretching this piece of paper out, which is why it's already sort of warped in things. But yeah, it didn't work too well. I need to get some plywood or something for the gummed paper to stick to. So, had a little bit of a whoopsie there, but anyway. So, I'm going to start with the terracotta. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because the paper's quite thin, so it can't handle too much of waters, but there are a few more layers that I'd like to try. But I actually think perhaps I might be better at doing this with inks as opposed to watercolors. But yeah, I mean, this is a great box. I've never heard of the Jackman's watercolors at all, so it's nice to try something completely new. Adding the Derwent watercolor pencils was a great touch, and having a decent paintbrush, even though it's the student grade ones, which is fine. I don't mind student grade as long as they work. 'Cause I know a few of the paintbrushes I've had in the past, they've split and they've just, you can't paint with them. But these were great to get a fine detail as well as some chunkier bits as well. So yeah, it's a great little box from Scrawler. I'm pleased with the items, and they're definitely bits that I will use again and again. A little bit disappointed that the pink and the green is not as shiny as the silver, but if you do want it quite shiny as the silver, just add a bit of the silver and it does make it silverish, as you can tell with it from the color chart that I did. And then you can get some textures as well with a pencil underneath or on the top, depending on how you want to work. So there's lots of variations that you can do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Please share my video as well with people that you think that might, you know, be interested in the stuff that I'm doing. That would help me out a lot. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and in the meantime, happy architecting.